Welcome to Kai Dragon Gardening and Cooking. I'm Kai.
I'm Ann.
It's been a while. Ann's been doing a lot of the note-taking and everything, just because I've been busy with the other channel and work and stuff. But here we are. Another mother-son video. Third and fourth generation gardening coming together and kind of reflecting on fall. It's technically past the growing stage in gardening for most of our plants. However, we had that one cold snap that, as you'll see in some of our videos, you'll see some yellow plants and sections that have kind of froze or died. Well, it's a weird situation because our growing season extended. The next 2 weeks we're supposed to be in the 70s and 80s with a low in the mid 40s, which is typical spring weather at that point. Some plants have realized that they're past season and they probably should be going away. Others are thriving. We have green beans still growing everywhere. So this is unprecedented for us. I mean, I don't remember a weather season that allowed us to do this after a brief cold snap. So, do you remember any time in history that this happened where you still grow? We got watermelon still growing. I mean,
back when I was a kid, my parents used what used to be called little hot houses or little hot caps, and they were just basic little plastic type domes that they would put over their plants and secure them with like long penny nails and things like that, just to cover the plant up when the temperatures dropped down to the freezing mark and stuff. And then they would leave them covered on the days that it was fairly cool, but if the temperatures got back up in the 60s, they uncovered the plants back up and extended their growing season. And
but we haven't had to do anything like that this year. I mean, other than the cold snap, we had to throw some I was going to say shade cloth, frost cloth on, and we used the tarp that was in one of the shorts that I did to block the cold wind. We haven't had to do anything.
So it's been kind of nice. The lettuce I planted is taken off and looks really good now.
It looks really good.
I planted 3 different kinds, and it's finally starting. I did a video the other day that we'll be having that come up. It's one of my little hack videos where I planted lettuce in eggshells to start them, and just different things to still grow in the fall. And if it does get a little bit cold, then we will cover them up. I did order some arches, and you can take the 10-foot PVC pipe and it will bend, and you can secure it with rebar and stuff to make a frame, and then throw a tarp over it to make a hoop house. And it is basically like making miniature greenhouses on the ground or up in your raised beds and stuff. So
we haven't even had a chance to do our experiment, and I'm not complaining. Having the 70s, 80s in late October, November,
it's nice.
It extended our growing season to get more produce, and the nice thing is we've had to use less water.
Yes.
I mean, the ground is maintaining that water because we're not in that 90s, 100 where it burns up the water in the ground. It's been very interesting. Since I started gardening, by October 20th, 21st, my garden was toast. This is the first time it's been unprecedented where I've still got watermelon growing here in the Midwest. I've got strawberries doing their thing. I've got green beans planted. I still got tomatoes producing and peppers. I'm absolutely floored. Like I was saying earlier, some of the plants got damaged from the first initial cold, but the damage was minuscule. So, and like the forecast says, next 2 weeks, nothing in sight for cold weather. So I don't remember a time like this where the heat and the weather would still feel like it's spring, or like we're finally having a fall. That's why I was wondering if you had ever recalled in your history of growing where it was like this. 'Cause to me, this is abnormal weather.
It is, and we've had it a few times when I was a kid. And like I said, there were different things that Grandma did, and my parents did. They did a lot back then with heavy plastic, more so than anything else, maybe, and tarps. But they did do a lot with the little hot houses. I mean, that was, especially with strawberries. They planted a lot of strawberries, and then back then they planted what was known as German blackberries, and a lot of people didn't like them because the birds would carry off the berry seeds, and when they dropped, they would start up somewhere else. Now you can't hardly find German blackberry seeds. They were a little tiny round berry, almost looked like a blueberry, only they were blackberries, and they made some of the best German Kuga and Schwarzbier pockets, and just so many good things that Mom would make with those when I was growing up. And it's one of those things you don't see anymore. You can't hardly find anything like that. But when it is like this, and it extends your growing time, like anything, gardening can be a gamble, and you can decide, well, do you want to go ahead and still start something? Yeah, start a cool weather crop and just be prepared to cover it if you need to. The frost cloth comes in whites and greens, and they do make some that is transparent. And like I said, I found the transparent tarps online, and they're great for making miniature hothouses, and so you can extend your growing time, and at least by another month or two, and maybe be able to get some more produce. This time of year, it's unusual. I mean, you might see in the video butterflies still flying around. Got quite a few different types of cosmos flowers, and they did not bloom up until a couple weeks ago, and then all of a sudden they all opened up. And then I have one Rose of Sharon plant that I planted in his yard, probably 5 years ago.
I did a short on that just recently.
I cut it back. Well, the one you did a short on is the one that grows about 8 foot tall and 4 foot wide. But I planted two other ones. One's a little purple one, and the area that I planted it in, one time there was big rocks and concrete and stuff in the soil, and different things, whatever they did before he moved here. But the soil was not really good and rich, and so it was kind of stunted. But it was getting really tall, and I wanted to be able to bird watch, so I had cut it back. Well, it is full of buds, and it has not bloomed yet, so probably another week or two those will open up, unless we do get that cold snap. So it's unusual. My spider flower plant, usually by this time of year I'm pulling them, and I have 3 of them, and they've grown into nice little bushes, and the butterflies and the bees and other insects are still getting nectar from them. So yeah, with it being an extended growing season, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for anything that I can do in the garden. I like the idea that it gets you back into nature, and it's peaceful. In the world today, there is just so much that can really be stressful for people to deal with. Some people are having a rough time even making ends meet. Other people are dealing with people just being rude and sarcastic in general, trying to get other people to fail and whatever it takes. There's a lot of bullies out there, and people just don't want to be nice. And your escape is going into an area where you feel at peace and happy and stuff. Some people turn to their music. For us, I love going out to the garden. I love watching the birds, just getting back to nature. Our dachshunds love exploring. It's a good feeling. And to know that you're doing something good, that you can raise food to feed your family and be able to share food with the neighbors and stuff, it's a good feeling to be able to give back to other people.
So you made a good point, and this is also the first year I've seen butterflies, monarchs, all that still flying around. A lot of the bugs that we would normally see, I've even seen wasps today, and a few bees. A lot of those were supposed to be around this time start going dormant, or they'd be at the end of their stage of life, and it's strange seeing monarchs still. It's almost November and we're still seeing that.
So like I said, it's a good feeling to still be able to go out to a place that's peaceful and be able to do something that's kind of fun. I enjoy coming out and having my coffee in the mornings and having a cold drink at night. It's just very peaceful. When it gets cooler, we'll be probably getting out the fire pit. But
yeah, well, probably, and that's where a lot of the cooking will start coming in the winter prep. I mean, there's a lot of things still to do that, get ready for next year.
We want to keep Kai Dragon Gardening and Cooking channel a fun channel for you to be able to come and feel like you are part of the friends and family who make up our community. And we feel like we're able to give something useful back to society and something that's going to help other people be successful. That's our goal behind what we do. Sure, a lot of people become YouTube content creators because, they think they're going to get rich quick.
It's a long game.
A lot of things that you do, you have to go through a lot of hoops, and there's a lot of stepping stone that's hurdles to jump over along the way. I don't like it when other people just want to attack people that they don't even know or go after the elderly. You think, what is wrong with those people? Life's hard enough the way it is. Get back to something basic and do something that you enjoy instead of harboring some kind of grief and destruction. I mean, make the world a better place. And that's why we do what we do. We want people to be happy and enjoy what we're doing as much as we enjoy doing it. And
we're going to wrap this one up here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll have more mother-son content coming out soon, as well as more gardening tips. After all, Ann has a lot more to share with her notes and stuff from her Kai Dragon gardening notebook that she has. So anyway, stay tuned. Peace.